It's 40 years. It's housed some coaching legends. Frank Broyles brought his hogs. Vince Dooley, his dogs. Terry Donahue in UCLA. Tom Osborne in the Huskers. Bear Bryant's final game. Today, another legend paces the sidelines. Lavelle Edwards in BYU, his 21st bowl game. And they come to Memphis to see the King. Shaun King leads a Tulane parade that is marched to a perfect tune. At 11-0, Tulane has a shot at perfection. It's the 40th AXA Equitable Liberty Bowl. Number 10 Tulane and BYU go walking in Memphis. Next, Liberty Bowl filling up in Memphis. The Green Wave have arrived as well. Tulane and BYU on a crystal clear day in Memphis. Down to the sidelines and Holly Rowe. Holly?
Gentlemen, you talked about the tough head coaching situation for Tulane. Well, Chris Selfo did one thing that was important. He asked the coaches that got these kids to an 11-0 season to stay. And he's been very hands-off in practice. He hasn't blown a whistle or yelled at any kids. In fact, he hasn't gone to the meetings. He's taking the approach that these assistants got them here and they need to do their job today. Chris Selfo got some advice from Lavelle Edwards. He said that yesterday if he was Chris Selfo, he would simply fold his arms on the sideline and don't screw it up.
That's something Lavelle Edwards has been doing for 27 years. 21 bowl games for Edwards at BYU, third winningest active coach in college football.
Well, and he brings a pretty good defense into this ball game, Rich. You know, you think of BYU, you think about quarterbacks, but they have a pretty good defense, and it's going to be tested today by Shaun King in the Green Wave.
Edwards and the BYU defense that you spoke of, fifth in the NCAA in overall defense. It's been an interesting season for BYU. It opened with a loss at Alabama. They had a big win over Arizona State, a dramatic win over Utah to put them in the WAC championship game. There's your weather, 43 degrees and a wind chill that will bring it down to 32. BYU, of course, defeated in the WAC championship game. Tulane, a perfect 11-0. Conference USA champions. Tulane won the toss and deferred. BYU wants the football. Brad Palazzo with the kick. Wes Patterson out to the 35-yard line. And we're underway. Offensively, BYU, a balanced attack, but remember, Ronnie Jenkins is not here. Junior Mahe will get the start, the freshman out of Salt Lake City. The favorite target of Kevin Federick is Margin Hooks, 49 catches and 3 touchdowns. The strength of the offensive line, the bookends, John Tate and Joe Wong. Kevin Federick. Kalani Sitake. And Sitake across midfield to the Tulane 41-yard line, 24 yards. The Green Wave defense not real strong. Dennis O'Sullivan up front, the sack leader. He's got 4. The linebacking trio led by a sophomore, Jerry Phillips. He led the team with 104 tackles. 14 interceptions in the defensive backfield. Michael Jordan is their best. What else? Yeah. First team Conference USA pick.
With a name like that, he's got to be good. And Rich, one of the things that we'll have to keep our eye on today is that BYU is a much bigger team than Tulane. I mean, up front, their offensive line is huge.
Procedure, and that's before this snap, after that last play. Roger French, the assistant coach, along with Lavelle Edwards, not real happy.
Still first down.
Doyle Jackson in a Southeastern Conference crew. Federick's numbers aren't bad, Rod, but in Provo, Utah, they're used to almost darn near perfection, aren't they?
Yeah, and they struggled, or he struggled in the WAC championship game, and so they're hoping he can bounce back today.
Federick is hit as he throws, and it's almost picked off. Incomplete. Alfonso Roundtree had a shot at it. Jerry Phillips made the hit.
And you're going to see a lot of that today, because remember, we talked about BYU being bigger. Well, Tulane is faster. Tulane is going to bring pressure every chance they get. And this time it's Phillips who gets in there to make the play with the big pressure. But they're really going to go after them as much as possible.
The Green Wave gave up 430 yards a game this year. Federick's throw is batted right back to him. And it will be 3rd down and long. Kevin Rivas.
Yeah, Kevin Rivas. You know, everybody talks about Shaun King playing with a cast on his wrist. Rivas has played most of the season with a cast on his left wrist also. Had a broken wrist, but he still managed to play, never missed a game. And Rivas knocks this one down on the right side, but once again, the pressure on the other side was Brett Timmons, number 9.
3rd down and 15, 38% on 3rd down throughout the season. Federick in trouble, and down he goes. Dennis O'Sullivan.
Yeah, this is a real matchup problem for BYU right now. And they're not ready for the speed and quickness that Tulane has. And BYU is going to want to stay out of long passing situations so that they can run and pound the ball, because they can't match Tulane's speed right now.
J.D. Hartsfield will kick. John Wilson is deep for Tulane. A bad snap and a bad kick, but a good roll for BYU to the 17-yard line. All right, here's the Tulane offense. Blink, you might miss it. They run the no huddle. Tony Converse will rotate with Jamaican D'Artez at that tailback spot. Your receivers are both real good. P.J. Franklin, their leader, 74 catches, but JaJuan Dawson's got 68 catches. The offensive line anchored by Bernard Robertson, first team Conference USA pick. And our first look, Rod Gilmore at the King, Shaun King, and that no-huddle offense. His throw is batted down. Isaiah Mangale got a hand on it. Darren Yancey anchors that front four, 4 sacks. He's a senior out of Blackfoot, Idaho. Rob Morris is an outstanding middle linebacker. WAC Defensive Player of the Year in the Pacific Division. Rob Warkup gets the start in place of Hashi Robertson, who along with Ronnie Jenkins is suspended. Going deep is King, and he's got his man, JaJuan Dawson, and he went right after Rob Warkup.
Well, and that's the matchup you're going to see. I mean, missing Hashi Robertson is a big problem for BYU. He's a great cover guy. Warkup was the nickel back. Now he moves up to starter. He can't handle Dawson one-on-one. Tulane knows that. They're going to try and milk that all day long, and that's going to be a problem. They may have to zone that area more, because Dawson will beat that man coverage.
You've got Franklin and Dawson, so really no place to hide for Warkup. 2 outstanding receivers for Tulane.
And no time for BYU to rest. I mean, no huddle. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
King got a man wide open. Franklin, and he can't hold on.
Oh, he had him out there. I mean, Shaun King surveyed the field very appropriately. I mean, he was under pressure. He looked off to the left first and came back and found Franklin, and it was right there on the money. Franklin just was too wide open, had a chance to think about it, and dropped it.
Look at this set, Rod. This is not trips. It's a quartet of receivers. Adrian Burnett, Derek Stevenson to make the play.
Well, Tulane gives you all kinds of looks. They'll put 3 receivers to one side. This time they give you 4 receivers. Look right down here. That's 4, a little diamond. BYU, they're playing zone against this, and they read it appropriately. They defeat the blocks, and they knock down the screen pass here. Not much a gain. Good adjustment by BYU.
Chris Selfo at 35 years of age, the youngest in Division 1A football. King again. Adrian Burnett the catch. And he's down to the 35-yard line. He's just short of the first down.
A great run after the catch. They almost picked it up. And here's the first opportunity to find out what Chris Selfo will do. I mean, he gets to make a call on 4th and 1 here.
And in the no huddle, BYU has to call a timeout. They were not ready. Derek Stevens had made the call. BYU at timeout. Tulane's on the move. We're underway in Memphis.
Guy is paying booking fees on his flight? I'm on it. Let's go, Nofi. So, I see you're paying booking fees on that flight.
Yeah, it's no big deal. What are you doing?
It's no big deal, right? Nofi doesn't like it when people pay booking fees. It makes him angry.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Priceline. Hey, no booking fees.
You've made Nofi very happy.
No booking fees on published price flights at Priceline.
Ever wish you had sonic hearing? Well, now you can with the amazing Silver Sonic XL from Bell & Howell. Now you can easily hear sounds that other people can't, and even hear conversations from clear across the room.
John is a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. I hope he's enjoying his surprise party.
The sleek, ergonomically designed Silver Sonic XL is lightweight and small, just like a cell phone ear adapter. Its flexible ear mount easily adjusts to fit all ear shapes and sizes, and the molded ear tip lets it fit you comfortably. And because it resembles a cell phone ear adapter, no one will ever know that you have sonic hearing. Now you can sit in the balcony and hear the orchestra like you're sitting in the front row. Keep track of your kids while they play in the park, and even hear the doorbell when you're working in the backyard. You'll be amazed at how clear and vibrant every sound is. The Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL picks up and amplifies sounds from up to 30 yards away. You can watch TV without turning up the volume, and even watch in bed without disturbing others. Your Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL amplifies sounds up to 50 decibels. There's a high and low switch to vary the sound intensity, and a volume control so you can set just the level you want. With the Silver Sonic XL, you might even hear things that may pleasantly surprise you.
Her body is amazing. I wish I could look like that.
Through this exclusive TV-only offer, the Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL is yours for only $19.95. And just listen to this. When you call, be sure to ask about our deluxe model upgrade that's fully rechargeable and comes with its own charger, so you'll never have to buy another battery again. Get Silver Sonic XL now and start hearing things you've never heard before. Call now.
To order your Silver Sonic XL, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-437-7900 or send $19.95 plus shipping and handling to Silver Sonic XL, P.O. Box 13184, Bridgeport, Connecticut. But for quicker service, call 1-800-437-7900.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but this B borders on unbelievable because only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The chase for the Sprint Cup concludes Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Don't miss a doubleheader featuring Blazers Heat, followed by Rockets Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern.
In a season full of surprises, find out what the final weeks have in store as the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
On 4th and 1 now, Tulane on a quick shift. A little no-huddle look. Play action going for the big one, and it's incomplete. They gambled. Mike Turner, the tight end, was not open.
And that's Rich Rodriguez, who we tried to show you up there in the booth, the offensive coordinator. He's right here. You can't see him there. Now you see him. And he makes the calls. It's his offense that's being run now. Chris Selfo, the new head coach, will make all the important decisions on 4th down and whether to go for it, but the play selection belongs to Rodriguez.
And you can see he's getting on the phone right now, and I'll bet Shaun King is on the other end of that. That's a story that will develop throughout the day, but the position that Rodriguez has been put in by this coaching change is a very awkward one,
to say the least.
BYU second possession. Federick's throw, a sliding catch is made nicely by Ben Horton.
Well, we talked about Federick and his need to have a good game today with Ronnie Jenkins out. He's going to have to make throws like that. He's got to keep the ball away from his ball hawking defense that Tulane has, and they have to throw the ball on 1st down.
15 yards on that pickup. Junior Mahe is hit, spins, and he's down to the 43-yard line. Can BYU run the ball without Jenkins?
Well, if Mahe does it like that, they can. I mean, it wasn't blocking that got it done. He just ran with the ball and broke tackles. If he can do that, they won't miss Jenkins very often today. That's going to be tough to sustain. Mahe is a guy who's going to have to carry the load, and he hasn't played full time all season. Question is, can he have the endurance to go? The young man from Salt Lake City.
When he does play, he's averaged 5 yards a carry. Another blitz, quick throw, and Horton with the catch. You can see the adjustment BYU has made, Rod. Federick with a 3-step drop is getting rid of it in a hurry.
Well, and that's a good adjustment because they know after that first series that Tulane will come after them. Tulane's defense has not received a lot of credit this season, but they've played very well. It's a very aggressive defense. They've given up 24 points a game, but a lot of that comes late after their offense has really blown the game open, Rich.
Sometimes the offense scores so quickly it keeps the defense out on the field. No flag. Federick's throw is caught by a diving Tavita Ofohangawe.
Yeah, and I thought you might have seen a receiver move at the bottom of the screen, Rich, and that there could have been a penalty call, but no. Now watch the crossing route again for BYU. They love the crossing routes. Federick waits for it again, and he finds his man coming across the side there. Meldon Barnes, the free safety, on the coverage.
Ofohangawe, a very good tight end, and BYU will use him. Mahe breaks loose. He's to the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Telius Carr made the stop for Tulane.
He looked like Ronnie Jenkins on that one. And Ronnie left him a little bit of stuff, you know, showed him how to make a move or two in the open. And Mahe with a nice jitterbug change of direction. He showed us some power, showed us some moves, and he's also an excellent receiver. 2 carries for 24 yards, Rich. They can run the ball if he can do that.
17 yards on that pickup. Aaron Cupp, a reserve fullback on a draw that goes nowhere. It'll lose 3 or 4 yards. Mitch Mouton made the stop.
Well, and you know what Tulane is doing? You take a look at their defense. 396 rush attempts. A quarter of them, 25% of the time, they have tackled the running back in the backfield. And that tells you that they come after you. They blitz you, they attack, they don't sit still. They're small, but they're aggressive.
On 2nd and goal, Federick gets loose. Horton the catch. Touchdown BYU.
And Kevin Federick paid the price. He had to wait to the last minute so Horton could get open, and he took a pounding. Quarterbacks have to make plays. They have to be patient. And Federick waited. He waited as long as he could and took the punishment so that he could get the touchdown pass out there.
Cedric Clemens with the hit. Flag after the play. a celebration penalty on BYU.
Ball was a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against the offense. Penalized 15 yards on the try. We'll have the try down now.
And this is a field goal now.
You know, Rod, there was an unsportsmanlike celebration call that figured prominently in the BYU-Utah game when Utah was driving for what could have been a game-winning field goal. That call went BYU's way. This one is on BYU. Owen Potchman. And it cost BYU.
Yeah, note that one. That may be a big factor as this game winds down.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Tonight, the Blazers battle Dwayne Wade, Michael Beasley, and the Heat. Then the Rockets' Big Three take aim at Stoudemire and the Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Monday, the day you're once again reminded the customer is always right.
I didn't use it.
Despite all evidence to the contrary.
Excuse me, where's aisle 8?
It means another 5 days of Murphy being right about things going wrong. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Brady Quinn and the Browns take on Trent Edwards and the Bills. So suck it up, sonny boy. On Monday nights, you're the only customer we care about.
Work was rough today. A lot of meetings. Now you're filling up on Campbell's Chunky Soup. Beef with country vegetables, loaded with lean meat protein. You took charge. The people at the top have noticed. Fill up on the good stuff.
Phillips Norelco Architect. The shaver with a flexible head that pivots and rotates freely. So now you can easily get a close shave, even on the neck.
America's biggest stars are coming to the one event that brings the whole country together, the CMA Awards. Come on! For the first time, Brad Paisley and Keith Urban take the stage together. Kid Rock rocks his mega hit, and Carrie Underwood, The Eagles, Taylor Swift, Kenny Chesney, and Sugarland perform live. Plus a surprise appearance that will have everyone buzzing.
Hosted by Brad Paisley
and Carrie Underwood. Come on! You gotta be there. The CMA Awards, live tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
In a season full of surprises, find out what the final Week 7 store as the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
From the U.S. Navy SEAL inventor of the perfect push-up, the perfect pull-up. The perfect pull-up changes the pull-up bar into a complete upper body machine with 2 design advances. The perfect pull-up's handles rotate with the natural movement of your arms and shoulders. And the perfect pull-up is the first pull-up bar with an adjustable swing arm. Start with a bicep-burning standing row. Rip your shoulders and back with an Australian pull-up. Electrify your arms and upper body with rotational pull-ups. It's 3 exercises in one invention. Your back and lats will broaden. Your biceps will swell. Your entire upper body will be pumped. So here's the deal. The perfect pull-up is only 3 payments of $33. Call right now. When you order, you'll receive the perfect pull-up adjustable bar and 2 rotating handles. You'll also receive the Navy SEAL inspired workout chart. And when you call, ask about the perfect pull-up ab straps. Use the power of the pull-up and get ripped by the perfect pull-up.
Call 1-800-592-0254. Don't delay. Call now.
BYU was leading Tulane 6-0 until the Green Wave got on the board when Brad Palazzo converted a 31-yard field goal attempt with just under 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. So with BYU now leading Tulane 6-3, we pick up the action late in the first quarter of the 1998 Liberty Bowl here on ESPN Classic.
On 1st and 10. Aaron Cupp, big fullback, rumbles to the 25-yard line.
Well, you know what you find here. The running backs for BYU are as big, some of them are as big as a defensive lineman for Tulane. I mean, Cupp goes at about 230 pounds. You've got guys up front around 240. Kevin Rivas, 240. Phil Henderson inside. They list him at 250. He's probably not that big. And they're going against an offensive line that averages around 300 pounds, Rich.
And Tulane does not have a linebacker over 215. Blitz coming, Federick. Carlos Nuno, I believe, made the catch.
You're talking about that offensive line and the big size difference that they have. Look at that. BYU averages 6'5" and 301 pounds up front. Tulane, the defensive line, gives away almost 50 pounds on average. And in some matchups, Rich, they give away about 80 to 90 pounds. That's going to wear on Tulane throughout the ball game. They're going to try and keep attacking so that they aren't getting pounded.
Third down, real short. It's Mahe. Stuffed at the 19, but he has enough for the first down.
And notice where BYU ran the football. They went behind number 75, John Tate, their big left tackle. We talk about big guys. He's the biggest one up there, just about at 310. And he's a strong guy, an all-conference player. And you'll see them run the ball behind him, particularly with his matchup, because he's going to be going against Revis, who's only 240 pounds.
On 1st and 10. Federick. Rigel. He may have lost it in the sun.
Well, Michael Jordan, I think, was on the coverage, and he's pretty fortunate that they did not flag him because he never really looked back for the ball from this angle. Let's watch the end of it. It's not Michael Jordan. It's actually Tellis Carr, number 4, who's on the coverage there. And he does look back at the end. At the very end, he looked back, and that's why he didn't get the penalty. Watch his head turn just a little bit. He didn't look back. I thought he looked back. They should have flagged him. Don't you think?
I think so. I think Rigel had to battle him and the sun. Federick's in trouble, and wisely he gets rid of it. Maybe unwisely he gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Flags are down. It's grounding.
Now, remember, in the college game, you have to have a receiver in the area. You can't just dump the ball, even if you're outside the tackle box, as they do in the NFL. And there was no receiver in that area at all.
It was intentional grounding by the offense. The penalty is 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Loss of down. 3rd down.
Now he's going to look to his left, and there's the ball, and there's nobody out there. That's a penalty.
It becomes 3rd down and 26 now, and they are not in Potchman's range. Federick. Picked off! Michael Jordan! He's 30! He's 10! He'll score! 79 yards! It is the longest interception return for a touchdown in Liberty Bowl history.
Yeah, and you knew it would have to be done by who else? Michael Jordan, MJ. I thought he only played basketball.
He's got time on his hands. In a big turn of events early on, Norm Chow, the offensive coordinator, lecturing Kevin Federick. Palazzo adds the point. You know, when Tulane is on top 10-6.
Yeah, when you throw that ball, you've got to throw it a long way. And here's the matchup here. You have to have a strong arm to throw that out. I mean, he's on the far hash mark. Jordan is sitting back in his zone, and look how far that ball has to go. If you don't have a John Elway kind of arm, that ball's going to hang out there, and guys like Michael Jordan will step in front, pick it off, and run it back. But what a great block on Federick by one of Jordan's teammates to get in there. Federic is staring this thing down. He wants his man Rigel, Mike Rigel, the whole way. Jordan sitting back in the zone is all over this. Rich, you see how long that ball was in the air?
It's game time. Skybox is right up here in section La-di-da. How's everybody doing? Can anybody tell me what inning we're in? All right, boys, we take it back to high life. See, the high life is about sitting in the sun and watching your favorite pitcher get lit up. Take him out. And they can't even hear me through this glass. Come on, boys. Need to smell me a hot dog or something. Just know I'm alive. Woo! Let me pass out some high life.
Want a great holiday gift idea for under $15? Introducing MicroTouch Magic, the magical micro trimmer with the built-in light. It spotlights the hair and makes it disappear. Look, now you see it, now you don't. It magically goes where other trimmers can't. Embarrassing nose hair, gone like that. Unsightly ear hair, watch it disappear. Need to trim the back of your neck? With Magic, you can do it by yourself. Look, it gets as close as a blade, yet it's safe to the touch. And the super bright light lets you see what you're doing and do the job right. Sideburns straight and even. Mustaches and beards are neat and clean. And for bushy eyebrows, just snap on the grooming guide and watch them transform right before your eyes. When it looks this good, this fast, it's got to be Magic. Powerful enough for the tough stuff, yet gentle even on the most sensitive skin. It looks like a magic wand, but the real magic is that you can replace all these trimmers with one that does a perfect job. And it's easy to use. What a great way to keep the man in your life perfectly groomed. Or for moms who want to keep their kids neat and clean between haircuts. So, put a little magic in your life with the all-new MicroTouch Magic. A $30 value for only $14.99. Plus, you'll receive our deluxe 10-piece grooming kit, complete with every grooming tool you need to always look your best. A $20 value absolutely free. Yes, you get it all. The MicroTouch Magic with built-in light, plus our deluxe 10-piece travel kit, an incredible $50 value, both for only $14.99. This offer is not available in stores, so call and get yours now.
To order, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-409-3236. That's 1-800-409-3236. Call now and get the MicroTouch Magic with the built-in light, plus our deluxe 10-piece travel kit for only $14.99. Call 1-800-409-3236. That's 1-800-409-3236. Order now.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but this B borders on unbelievable because only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The chase for the Sprint Cup concludes Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Tonight, rising young superstars collide when Brandon Roy leads the Blazers against Michael Beasley and the Heat. Then, the Rockets' big three of McGrady, Yao Ming, and Ron Artest fly into Phoenix to take on Nash, Shaq, Stoudemire, and the Suns. NBA Wednesday doubleheader, Blazers Heat, and Rockets Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
You know, it's not as if Chris Selfo is an outsider. His brother is an assistant coach on this team, Frank Selfo. His dad, Sam Selfo, is a legendary high school coach in Louisiana. Shaun King across midfield. And Tulane continues to move the football down to the 42. That's 16 yards on the carry.
And that play is the play that we told you BYU has to stop, the quarterback draw. Whenever they see Shaun King in the backfield without a running back, they have to think quarterback draw. And when they think quarterback draw, you have to keep him inside, and you have to have a spy who's going to find him. Problem is, he's quicker than most of the spies they have.
Inside handoff to Tony Converse. Brad Martin made the stop for BYU.
Yeah, this is where it could be trouble for BYU if Tulane is able to start running the ball some. If they can get you off balance a little bit with Tony Converse running the ball, then Shaun King is going to eat you up down the field. I still think the big problem for BYU is matching up with those inside receivers. They're likely to get hurt by that.
King, incomplete, flag down, but not at the point of the reception. It's back on the offensive line.
Yeah, it looked like a hold to me.
Holding against Tulane. Let's go down below to Holly Rowe. Holly?
Guys, I'm standing by with a special guest. This is Harris Jones, and Harris is a young man who was the second runner-up in the Wendy's High School Heisman last year, but then something tragic happened to you, but you've been able to fight back from the leukemia you were diagnosed with, haven't you, Harris?
Yes, it's, you know, when I first found out about that I had leukemia, it was like, first I thought it was going to be so devastating and everything, but luckily I was admitted in the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and it's really been a good experience for me because not only I'm my only child, and it feels like with all the smaller kids, I feel like that I can be somebody's big brother at times, and it's really been a good experience for me, and they've really taken good care of me.
Now, you were participating in Murray State's football camp when this happened to you. Murray State played BYU this year, and you've had a few words for the BYU players, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's been and like I said, it's been a great experience being here at the Liberty Bowl, and I've kidding around with several BYU players that if I was at Murray State, it could have been a different outcome at this year's game. So a couple of inside jokes have passed the coin toss, so it's really been fun.
All right, well, Harris has been benefited greatly by St. Jude's Children's Research Center, and he is very grateful for their help and support. Rich, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And Kerwin Cook is very thankful for Shaun King in this nice throw.
Yeah, and Kerwin Cook is a guy who gets overlooked, but he had a huge game against Louisiana Tech in their final game of the season, and he comes up with a nice catch here. The ball that was underthrown, he manages to get his body in between two defenders and come up with it.
Converse is stopped. Jason Walker made the hit. You're right, Rod. Cook had 9 catches for 171 yards against Louisiana Tech.
And see, the problem is you have good receivers on the outside with JaJuan, Dawson, and P.J. Franklin. And when you double those guys, you leave Kerwin Cook in single coverage when he comes in. And King, 6'11" today, will certainly go to Cook.
Second down and goal. King obviously changing the play. Blitz coming. Converse swallowed up at the 3. Chris Hope.
What a great job by Rob Martin. I'm sorry, Brad Martin did a great job of disguising his blitz. He was out there to the outside and was not showing it. And then he waits to the last minute to come in. He's out this side here. You can't see him right now, but he's going to show up at the last minute. Here he comes right now. Shaun King didn't know he was coming. He comes in to make the play.
3rd and goal. King escapes. He's in. Touchdown, Tulane. The pass to Kerwin Cook set it up. Shaun King finishes the deal. And Tulane has stretched their lead to 10 now.
Isn't it amazing that man didn't get more votes for the Heisman Trophy? He's a tremendous quarterback. He can beat you so many ways.
Palazzo adds the point. So far, as advertised, Shaun King is a special football player. And Tulane's on top, 17-6.
This ESPN Classic program is brought to you by Miller High Life. Good, honest beer at a tasty price.
3 a man's proudest accomplishments: the wheel, fire, and the tailgate. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. See what's going on. What are you grilling?
Ostrich burger.
Ostrich? And you gonna wash it down with Miller High Life?
Most certainly.
You guys are 5 yards short of common sense. Can I borrow this beef?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Pay attention. Now watch your hair. Smell how good that is?
Yeah.
Beef and high life, and you're in. You with me? Now you're living the high life.
Thank you.
Ostrich. That's not a burger. That's a bird.
Are drafty doors and windows forcing you to crank up the heat? 30% of your energy bill is literally flying out the door. Introducing Twin Draft Guard, the double-sided insulating miracle that's guaranteed to create an airtight seal. It's twice as effective because it seals air from both sides of the door. We used a hairdryer to show you how air seeps under the door. Install the Twin Draft Guard to create an airtight seal. Nothing gets through. Patented Twin Draft Guard is so easy to install. Just slide it onto any door. It's that simple. Twin Draft Guard adjusts to any door or window. Cut the inserts to the length you need. Slip them into the cover and slide onto the door. And close the door for a draft-proof seal. Door snakes need constant adjustment. What a pain! But Twin Draft Guard moves with the door. Twin Draft Guard seals almost any door gap on any floor. Wood, tile, linoleum. And it easily glides on carpet. It works on windows too. The flexible double-sided arms block the airflow for an airtight seal. Use Twin Draft Guard on outside doors to block the cold winds and snow. Insulate garages and basements. Keep out fumes and noise. In hot weather, Twin Draft Guard seals in cool air to lower air conditioning bills. Adjustable Twin Draft Guard is only $19.99. Call now and we'll double the offer. You'll get 2 Twin Draft Guards for $19.99. It's guaranteed to lower your energy bills. If it doesn't pay for itself the very first month, send it back for a refund. As a free gift, you'll receive the Chrome Finish 5-prong over-the-door ceramic hook. No installation. Just slip it on any door for coats, accessories, and more. It's a $30 value free. 2 Twin Draft Guards and ceramic over-the-door hook, all just $19.99. Call now.
Begin saving on your energy bills right now. Call 1-800-578-2817 or go to twindraftguard.com. You'll get 2 double-sided Twin Draft Guards and the free bonus over-the-door hanger for $19.99. Call 1-800-578-2817 or go to twindraftguard.com.
Monday, the day you're once again reminded the customer is always right.
I didn't use it.
Despite all evidence to the contrary.
Excuse me, where's aisle 8?
It means another 5 days of Murphy being right about things going wrong. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Brady Quinn and the Browns take on Trent Edwards and the Bills. So suck it up, sonny boy. On Monday nights, you're the only customer we care about.
It was late in the first half with Tulane leading BYU 17-6. But the Green Wave increased their lead to 14 when Brad Palazzo converted a 23-yard field goal. So with Tulane now leading BYU 20-6, we pick up the action early in the third quarter of the 1998 Liberty Bowl here on ESPN Classic.
Touchdown! Shaun King to Kerwin Cook. "60 yards.
Rich, it's down on the bottom to the left side of the screen. A half roll to the right and throwback to Kerwin Cook. He gets man-to-man coverage and he beats it. Beats it like a drum. He had a 47-yard catch in the first half and then a big one there. Kerwin Cook, the third receiver who came into the game with 27 catches, has had 2 big ones today.
His cousin will like that one. Doug Williams, former quarterback, now the Grambling head coach. And the Tulane Green Wave, if there were any questions after the first half, they are answered here. Another look.
Well, here's the matchup down here. Inside, they messed it up right there, and Kerwin Cook, you see that they kind of ran together, almost rubbing them off. Cook gets to the outside. BYU got confused. That was Tyler Nelson, 13. It seemed to me there was some confusion because of the receivers coming towards each other. BYU defensively didn't know how to react to it.
Hey, we're going now. Hey.
Boy, that says it all.
Look out, here we come.
Kerwin Cook had the big catch, a 47-yard catch, to set up touchdown number 2.
Well, you know, we talked about that matchup, the inside receiver, and how that is a mismatch for BYU. And Tulane has been taking advantage of it all day long.
Brad Palazzo will kick. Mike Rigel at the 12. And Rigel to the 31-yard line. And now the questions around the BYU offense. Chris Selfo and his Tulane defense have kept that man and the rest of the Cougars in check.
And right now, Chris Selfo is probably saying, you know, this is a pretty good gig I got. I got a pretty good team. Not bad being the head coach. You got a guy like Shaun King can throw up points like that. Defense flying around. I like this.
I'm sure somewhere right now Tommy Bowden is pretty darn proud as well. Federick, lots of time. Man open, caught. Ofu Hangawe. Tavita makes the catch. The 47.
Tavita Hangawe just came across the field, dragging across the field as tight ends will often do when the quarterback rolls. Got in behind the linebackers. He's a big guy. It's hard to miss him when he's out there, 6'2", 245. Nice pickup. Still, BYU has to have some patience. They can't panic. They just need a score to get back in it.
Mike Rigel in motion. Federick, Aaron Cupp, the catch. He's to the 45. If there's any school in bowl history that is used to coming from behind miraculously, it's BYU. They had a nice comeback in their last bowl appearance, the 97 Cotton Bowl, down to Kansas State. They rallied for 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Well, and there's plenty of time here. And what they need is a good, solid drive and need to get their confidence back. This is their 18th bowl appearance in 3 seasons.
Federick under pressure, he got it away and it's complete. Margin Hooks, who's been a forgotten man today, made the catch. Down below, Holly Rowe.
Gentlemen, an update on defensive lineman for BYU, Darren Yancey. He rolled on his neck after that tackle. He said he was not unconscious, but he could not get up. He saw stars. He will be okay and come back into the game.
Might have seen Shaun King.
Yeah, he saw a star. BYU with an interesting down now, 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, they're almost in 2-down territory.
Federick lost the ball, and now he's going to lose yardage. Brett Timmons.
Yeah, Tulane just puts so much pressure on you. Rick Smith, defensive coordinator, just brings them from every angle. You see Kevin Rita's number 90 coming from the outside, but he's not the man who makes a tackle. It's Brett Timmons, number 9, from the other side. What pressure.
That wiped out any thoughts of 4-down territory. John Wilson deep for Tulane. Wilson drops the football and Tulane got it back. At the 17-yard line.
And to have a 12-0 season, you got to have the bombs go your way. And Michael Jordan recovers this one to keep the ball for Tulane.
In a season full of surprises, find out what the final Week 7 store as the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
In February February 2009, TV stations will broadcast exclusively in digital. Every TV that's hooked up to cable will still work just fine. If you get TV through an antenna, you can still keep your sets working. Just visit dtv2009.gov to apply for government coupons for converter boxes, or call 888-DTV-2009 for information.
Philips Norelco Architect, the shaver with a flexible head that pivots and rotates freely. So now you can easily get a close shave, even on the neck.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but B stands for more than a backcourt, backstretch, or even back-to-back. This B is bigger. To accomplish this B is so mind-boggling that it borders on unbelievable. So brace yourself, because someone is staring down the barrel of history, and only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The dramatic conclusion to the chase for the Sprint Cup, Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Tonight, rising young superstars collide when Brandon Roy leads the Blazers against Michael Beasley and the Heat. Then, the Rockets' big three of McGrady, Yao Ming, and Ron Artest fly into Phoenix to take on Nash, Shaq, Stoudemire, and the Suns. NBA Wednesday doubleheader, Blazers Heat and Rockets Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
I'm Alden Mills, former U.S. Navy SEAL and inventor of the perfect push-up. As a Navy SEAL platoon commander, I learned how to move fast and travel light. We wanted to create a new perfect push-up that could go anywhere. So we invented this. It's amazing.
Introducing the Perfect Push-Up Mobile Unit. It's less than 2 inches thick when stowed, but transforms into a perfect push-up and gives you the power of rotation to get ripped fast. It's a masterpiece of engineering and design. The Perfect Push-Up Mobile Unit goes anywhere. A suitcase, a briefcase, a book bag, a backpack.
Now you can use the power of the push-up to get ripped anywhere.
So here's the deal. The Perfect Push-Up Mobile Unit is only 2 payments of $29.95. When you order, you'll receive a pair of Perfect Push-Up Mobile Unit rotational handles and a set of laminated workout cards. Call now and we'll throw in this rugged padded travel case free. Get big arms, a ripped chest, and cut abs anywhere. Call now for your Perfect Push-Up Mobile Unit.
The Liberty Bowl. It is first down for the Green with Tulane on top, 27-6. Shaun King once more. A wobbler that's incomplete. P.J. Franklin.
Well, they're still working that matchup, getting P.J. Franklin inside. This time BYU countered by having Warcup come on that coverage. That's Rob Warcup, who is subbing for Hashi Robertson. And he gets the tough assignment of P.J. Franklin. His ball again underthrown. Shaun King has been good today, but not perfect.
Quick throw, complete.
You know, yesterday, Rich Rodriguez, the offensive coordinator at Tulane, told us that Shaun King is under instructions to get rid of the ball. If he doesn't get rid of it quickly, he's got to take it down and run. That's his orders. Look what he's done today. 15 of 27, 219 yards, and he's rushed for 72 yards on 8 carries.
And Rod, give credit to an undersized offensive line. We showed you the weight difference up front. The biggest offensive lineman for Tulane is 283 pounds. And they've been able to protect King most of the day. That looks like Kerwin Cook. Ten and a half minutes left, third quarter.
You know, you talk about that offensive line of Tulane. They are so quick and they spread you out that it really helps them run the ball and helps them get rid of it quickly when they can spread you out and get the matchups that they like. Let's see if we can see the hit right now on Kerwin Cook.
Well, when
Rob Morris.
When Rob Morris hits you, you feel it. And he got him right in the ribs.
Yeah.
3rd down and 2. There's a quick throw. P.J. Franklin's got another Tulane first down.
Part of the problem is here's that inside receiver. And now watch this man here. He's going to leave him to come inside, and King realizes it right away. And what's he do? Bam! Hits him right there for the first down. Shaun King is all over this thing. He sees the field very well.
Deflected and almost picked off. Brad Martin, the senior linebacker. 2nd down and 10.
And how good is that BYU defense? They had 6 players named to the all-WAC team, 3 on the first team and 3 on the second team.
And that backs up what you're talking about, 5th in the NCAA defensively. But today the offense of Tulane's been better than the defense of BYU.
Supposedly good defense always stops good offense. That has not been the case this afternoon.
Caught by JaJuan Dawson. He's got another first down. Shaun King has thrown the deep ball. He's thrown the short ball.
Yeah, he's like a pitcher out there that has 3 or 4 pitches he can use. And he can throw the fastball, curveball, come back with the split finger, change up, keep you off balance. When you play zone, he throws bullets in front of you. When you play man coverage and get up on a receiver, he takes you deep. And when you cover that, he tucks the ball down and runs for a first down.
Jamaican D'Artez to the 49-yard line.
Notice the tempo of the game has changed for Tulane. They are still going with the no-huddle offense, but now they aren't moving as quickly.
Coming up on ESPN Classic, just to get you ready for January 4th in Tempe, some classic number 1s against number 2s. The 93 Sugar Bowl, Alabama and Miami. 83 Sugar Bowl, Penn State and Georgia. Alabama and Penn State in the 79 Sugar, and the 75 Rose, USC against Archie Griffin and Ohio State. King, he's got another first down, and he's out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Chris Ellison made the stop. Shaun King.
You know, we got a chance to chat with him yesterday, and he is as delightful a person as he is a quarterback. Full of life, easily given to smile. Looking forward to going 12-0. He just lights up a room. You can tell why he is the leader of that Tulane team.
The numbers continue to grow. Franklin, a gain of about 8.
Yeah. Same play that we saw earlier in the drive. They put 3 receivers to one side, and if they see the zone, Franklin just stops and they throw the ball right in front of the defender. If they go man-to-man, they go deep. Right now, you see Franklin just finding that soft spot right in front of Rob Morris and picking up another first down. Well, close to a first down, I'm sorry.
50 yards on the drive. This is play number 9 on 2nd and short. D'Artez breaks loose and goes down. First down, Tulane.
And a great job of taking the run back where the blitz came from. BYU blitzed off the right side that time, and they ran the ball back inside of it. Pressure will come from there. Here comes Martin once again. Where do they take it? Right back where he used to be. That's what you do. You take it back to where the place was vacated. Jamaican D'Artez with a nice run.
10th play of the drive. D'Artez again, down to the 12.
And you know, Rich, the no-huddle offense starts to wear on you. As you take a look there at Rich Rodriguez, the offensive coordinator, when you run the no-huddle, defensively, you get tired of standing out there in the field. You want to get back to the huddle. You want to regroup. This offense doesn't allow you to do that. You see the players for BYU, they never get a chance to talk to each other.
Or get set. Flags are down. Caught. D'Artez is in. But hold on. Jamaican D'Artez with the catch and the score. A flag is down at the 10-yard line. BYU may have had too many men on the field. That's a touchdown. And that man, Shaun King, is rolling it up right now on Brigham Young.
And the BYU defensive team seemed to stop playing once they heard or saw flags. Look at the way they give up there. Nobody makes an effort. Nobody makes an effort at all. They just give him the touchdown. Jamaican D'Artez didn't have to worry about anybody. 3 BYU players had a shot to make a play, Rich. Not one of them reacted.
Brad Palazzo with the point. This is a real stunner. Not that Tulane is on top, but right now they are dominating BYU. 34-6, Tulane.
Are you one of the millions of people who think you just can't learn a new language? The problem isn't that you can't learn, it's that you've been using the wrong method. Well, thanks to our breakthrough software called Rosetta Stone, learning a new language is now incredibly easy and a whole lot faster.
I've probably learned more in the first 2 weeks than I have in months of taking formal classes.
Unlike traditional methods that require hours of tedious translation and memorization, with Rosetta Stone you're actively engaged in each lesson. From the very beginning, you'll see real-life images and hear native speakers.
El caballo corre.
This powerful combination teaches you to think in a new language, not memorize, so speaking comes naturally. You'll learn far more easily and more quickly.
I've used a lot of different mediums, the books, the tapes, and it just, bar none, it's the best one that I've ever used.
I was one of those people who thought they could not learn a language, and I needed to learn a language for my job, so I needed to learn Spanish. And I learned Spanish quickly, and I did it through Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone is so fast and effective, it's used by the U.S. State Department, NASA, the U.S. Army, and Fortune 500 companies, and is the world's leading language learning software.
It's almost like having your own person there teaching you, your own private tutor who is just very relaxed in your home with you, sitting there teaching you the language.
Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language. And to prove it, we'll send you our amazing demo CD, absolutely free when you call. There's no obligation to buy. Right away, you'll see for yourself just how fast and easy it is to learn a new language with Rosetta Stone.
This really is a great program.
I believe that you can learn any language with this program.
If you're serious about learning a language, there's no easier way to do it than with Rosetta Stone.
Call the number on your screen now and see for yourself why Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a language, guaranteed.
The phone company has an important message for its customers. Don't listen to Vonage.
Well, over 2 million people have already joined Vonage.
Oh, really?
With Vonage, you get award-winning service quality with unlimited local and long-distance calls for just $24.99 a month.
Unlimited for just $24.99?
Are you having trouble keeping track of what your phone company is charging? With Vonage, your rate starts low and stays low.
Sign up now with Vonage and get 1 month free.
Call 1-877-4VONAGE or go online today.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but this B borders on unbelievable because only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The chase for the Sprint Cup concludes Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
Monday, the day you're once again reminded the customer is always right,
I didn't use it.
despite all evidence to the contrary.
Excuse me, where's aisle 8?
It means another 5 days of Murphy being right about things going wrong. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Brady Quinn and the Browns take on Trent Edwards and the Bills. So suck it up, sonny boy. On Monday nights, you're the only customer we care about.
Shaun King and the rest of the Green Wave. Tulane 34, BYU 6. As we're underway here in the fourth quarter, Kevin Federick dumps it off. Junior Mahe, and he's got some room out at midfield. First down, Brigham Young. Rich Waltz, Rod Gilmore, Holly Rowe from the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee.
And Kevin Federick still trying to get on track. Junior Mahe, really a fine receiver. They're starting to throw the ball to him a little bit more now, and obviously they have to throw the ball here. Running the ball isn't going to get them back in the ball game now.
Federick again short. Mahe, gain of maybe 3. This football game opened great for BYU. In fact, Brigham Young had a 6-0 lead, 65-yard drive early in the first quarter. Since then, Lavelle Edwards has watched Shaun King and Tulane in a touchdown parade. An interception return by Michael Jordan of 79 yards. Touchdown run by King. A couple of touchdown passes from King. And BYU has struggled mightily to move the football. Ben Horton with the catch. And he's down to the 38-yard line. Kevin Federick trying to hurry things up.
And this defense flies around. It's so aggressive. BYU thought they'd be able to move the ball against him, but watch Michael Jordan here as he comes flying up again, right on the money. No chance for the receiver to run with the ball after the catch. Here's Horton, the man who caught the first touchdown pass, the only touchdown pass for BYU.
Mahe to the 20. 13 yards on the carry, another Brigham Young first down.
Now watch John Tate, the big tackle on the left side. He's an all-conference performer, and he just really shows you it here. He's here. You're going to watch him just come on out and do a nice job. He gets his hands right there on top of Kevin Rivas, and he pushed him down to the inside, and that created the lane, Rich. John Tate, an all-conference tackle, just does a tremendous job.
Federick, Mahe to the 14. Alfonso Roundtree made the stop.
Well, Federick is going to a 3-step drop back, and he also has more time now because Tulane is no longer blitzing. They have a big lead. They're sitting back in a zone, letting the clock run, and coming up to make tackles.
Mahe. Meldon Barnes made the stop.
You know, Rich, Norm Chow, the offensive coordinator at BYU, told us yesterday that Kevin Federick should just now be starting his career as a quarterback. He said if you look back at Steve Young and Jim McMahon, those guys redshirted, and they didn't have to play as soon as Kevin Federick did. So he really believes that Kevin Federick is really on track to be a great quarterback at BYU. He should know.
Mahe to the 7. Cedric Clemens made the stop. One thing I really like about Brigham Young's program, Rod, is every year they play an extremely difficult non-league schedule. Lavelle Edwards is always scheduled up. This year, Alabama, Arizona State, Washington. Next year, Washington, Virginia, Cal. And of course, next year it's the Mountain West.
And you always wonder how much longer is Lavelle Edwards going to coach BYU.
Federick's throw is almost picked off, and it's incomplete. And Federick goes down again. Phil Henderson got him. Flag down at the 8.
This has become a common sight. Federick on his back. Pressure once again. This time is Phil Henderson, 87, coming up inside, totally unblocked, putting the hit on Federick.
Defensive holding against Tulane.
Now Federick. He forgot to turn on his microphone. Kevin Federer has been under pressure all day. 8 hurries, 4 sacks, knocked down 11 times, Rich.
And the knockdowns usually hurt more than the sacks.
Yeah, you get hit, then you get hit again when you hit the ground.
Cup is in. Touchdown, BYU. 11.5 minutes left in this game. BYU now 34-12. Let's see if they go for 2. Apparently not. Not much dancing today for the boys in blue.
Well, you know, they danced after the first touchdown and they got flagged. They didn't get flagged that time.
The extra point would draw them within 3 touchdowns. So they're down 21 points, Rod, with 11.5 left. Number 10, Tulane, on top of BYU. The Cougars in the end zone, but still down in Memphis, big time.
This ESPN Classic program is presented by the auto parts experts at AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
The Duralast Proving Grounds have come to this maternity ward to test the new Duralast Gold C-Max ceramic brakes, built with a revolutionary shim technology that deadens vibration for superior ultra-quiet stopping performance. To prove this, we've enlisted the help of several very light sleepers. There you have it. New super quiet C-Max brakes from Duralast. Duralast, proven tough.
I love my abdominals, yes. I love my belly. I love my abdominals.
My husband, he can hardly keep his hands off of me.
Favorite part of my body is definitely my abs, and that's the best part.
The secret to results like these is the Bender method of core training, developed by master trainer Leslie Bender.
She's an inspiration.
This is an amazingly great program.
Leslie's secret weapon to sculpted abs is this small ball, the Bender ball, that Leslie uses to target your abs in ways that you couldn't do otherwise.
What you see in the gym is people are just doing a gazillion crunches, and they don't know why they're not getting results. With a regular crunch on the floor, you're limited. You can only go forward. You can't go back. With a Bender ball, you're getting extension and flexion.
Each of Leslie's ab sculpting moves put you in perfect position for results. Combined with her effective method of selective stabilization, it cranks up the intensity and targets the muscles you want from all sides. Your upper abs, the sides, and those hard-to-reach lower abs to give you a workout that's up to 408% more effective than ordinary crunches, so you can sculpt beautiful abs fast.
It's quick, it's right to the point, gets right to the abs.
And now, for only $19.99, you can have the incredible Bender ball and Leslie's amazing video, The Bender Method of Core Training.
I've gotten such good results that I would never go back to regular crunches.
We will see results quickly. And that's the best part.
But it gets even better. Call now and you can get this amazing program for only $9.99. Plus, we'll include a bonus video, The Bender Method Buns and Thighs, your free gift just for ordering. Altogether, this is a $40 value, but yours right now for only $9.99.
You're gonna really like the way you look.
Call 1-800-281-5885. That's 1-800-281-5885. Call now.
In a season full of surprises, find out what the final weeks have in store as the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
Good time here New Year's Eve, don't they? We enjoyed one last year.
Yes, we did. 34-13. Tulane's on top. Brigham Young to kick off. Sends it deep. John Wilson. Wilson out to the 30. There's a flag down. This one's coming back. Wilson who is a tough little guy, fights his way out to the 32-yard line.
And there are other flags being tossed now. The second time during the game that there's been some extracurricular activity.
3 personal fouls on BYU in the first half. And that's the 4th in the ball game. Let's go down below to Holly Rowe. Holly?
Gentlemen, BYU's Lavelle Edwards did go to the locker room for about 5 minutes. The team doctor says he's feeling very queasy. There has been a stomach flu going around the BYU football team and some of Lavelle's personal staff this week, and so they're thinking it's nothing more than just a little bit of the stomach flu. Rich?
Thanks, Holly.
I still think my call was right.
Yeah.
Sick to his stomach after seeing the performance of his team today.
Well, the 4 personal fouls won't make him happy. There are a few coaches, Rod, that have the respect of Lavelle Edwards around the country. Every week we go to the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, and we talk to coaches, guys like Joe Paterno, John Cooper, people like that. And when they talk about the guys in their industry that they respect and that they hold in high esteem, his name is usually at the top of the list.
And they like him. They all say, hey, would you tell him I said hello? Tell him I like what he does out there.
We just saw Frank Beamer at Virginia Tech, and he made sure to let us know that when we got to Memphis, say hi to Lavelle Edwards. Tulane not stopping Tony Chambers, or rather Tony Converse, out to the 28-yard line. John Walker knocked him over. 48 yards on the carry. Converse, the sophomore.
Well, and he gets overlooked an awful lot in this offense, but he's a guy who ran for over 800 yards this season. They also use him as a receiver a lot, but this is just out of the shotgun, inside handoff, and now he makes it happen. Great blocking at the point of attack, but the acceleration, he just decided to take off. His 11th carry, 94 yards already.
King is going to step up. And King to the 17-yard line. Rod, the wave in college and in the NFL is for a mobile quarterback. So I'm going to ask you, what about this guy at the next level?
Well, I think you have to like his mobility, you like his smarts, you like his arm, you like his accuracy. The thing that teams won't like is that he's only 6 feet tall. But there's a guy that's playing up there. There are a lot of guys playing at about 6 feet, including Jeff Blake at Cincinnati.
Well, the success that Doug Flutie has had in the league this year, 459 total yards now for Tulane.
Well, he'll get a chance to play at the next level.
Handoff to the tailback Converse.
Chris Hope with the stop will bring up a second down.
You know, it's interesting you talk about the smaller quarterbacks. Remember how there was a time when people just said, Doug Flutie, no way. And he didn't get much of an opportunity to play, but defenses have changed now, and a Doug Flutie is the talk of the town. This guy, Shaun King, could pull off something very similar if given the opportunity.
And we've seen it in college as well. A mobile quarterback is almost a necessity with the attacking style 8 men in the box defenses.
And when we talk about mobility, it doesn't mean you have to be a scrambler, although it helps. If you can move around, it works. You can produce numbers like this. Tulane's offense, 45 points a game, second in the NCAA. Passing yard, 13th. Rushing yard. That's a pretty good balance, Rich.
I'll be honest with you, Rod. We looked at the numbers, the 507 total yards, the average, and we've seen this BYU defense already this year. I did not think that Tulane could approach those numbers against BYU,
Absolutely.
and I was wrong. There he goes again to the 5-yard line.
And what's even more remarkable about this performance by Tulane is that they've done it under very dire circumstances. 2 weeks ago, players were literally in tears when Bowden left and when Rodriguez didn't get the coaching job. And it's amazing that 2 weeks later, they've pulled themselves together and put on perhaps their best all-around performance of the season.
Oh, without a doubt. Only 2 teams on their schedule had a winning record this year. Louisville and Southern Miss.
Well, you have to give a lot of credit to the new head coach here, Chris Selfo, for backing away and letting the team play.
And letting the assistants coach. Converse is in. Touchdown. Rob Morris and the rest of the Cougars are stunned. Somewhere, there's got to be a poll that'll have these guys on top.
Somewhere. Maybe in the hearts and minds of the fans across the country, but somewhere it'll happen.
Number 10 in the country, the Tulane Green Wave have hung 41 points on the nation's 5th best defense. The Green Wave up big in Memphis.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Tonight, rising young superstars collide when Brandon Roy leads the Blazers against Michael Beasley and the Heat. Then, the Rockets' big 3 of McGrady, Yao Ming, and Ron Artest fly into Phoenix to take on Nash, Shaq, Stoudemire, and the Suns. NBA Wednesday doubleheader, Blazers Heat and Rockets Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Monday, a duel between 2 young guns. Brady Quinn looks to lead the Browns back into contention, while Trent Edwards is out to rally the Bills back to their winning ways. ESPN Monday Night Football, Browns-Bills at 8:30.
Enterprise is picking us up. Sounds expensive.
Pickup's free, Mom.
This car for the weekend looks expensive.
It's 50% off, Mom.
You ought to rent me a car every weekend.
Mom.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Philips Norelco Architect, the shaver with a flexible head that pivots and rotates freely. So now you can easily get a close shave, even on the neck.
America's biggest stars are coming to the one event that brings the whole country together, the CMA Awards. Come on! For the first time, Brad Paisley and Keith Urban take the stage together. Kid Rock rocks his mega hit, and Carrie Underwood, the Eagles, Taylor Swift, Kenny Chesney, and Sugarland perform live. Plus a surprise appearance that will have everyone buzzing.
Hosted by Brad Paisley
and Carrie Underwood. Come on! You gotta be there. The CMA Awards live tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but this B borders on unbelievable because only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The chase for the Sprint Cup concludes Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
Saturday Night Football on ABC. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado.
From the U.S. Navy SEAL inventor of the perfect push-up, the perfect pull-up. The perfect pull-up changes the pull-up bar into a complete upper body machine with 2 design advances. The perfect pull-up's handles rotate with the natural movement of your arms and shoulders. And the perfect pull-up is the first pull-up bar with an adjustable swing arm. Start with a bicep-burning standing row. Rip your shoulders and back with an Australian pull-up. Electrify your arms and upper body with rotational pull-ups. It's 3 exercises in one invention. Your back and lats will broaden. Your biceps will swell. Your entire upper body will be pumped. So here's the deal. The perfect pull-up is only 3 payments of $33. Call right now. When you order, you'll receive the perfect pull-up adjustable bar and 2 rotating handles. You'll also receive the Navy SEAL inspired workout chart. And when you call, ask about the perfect pull-up ab straps. Use the power of the pull-up and get ripped by the perfect pull-up.
Call 1-800-592-0254. Don't delay. Call now.
41-13, Tulane on top of BYU. 9.5 minutes left in this ball game. Shaun King and the Green Wave staring straight at 12-0. Mike Rigel of Brigham Young, and Rigel, who's been close to breaking him, has this one. A man to beat, and Rigel is chased out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And Tim Carter came from a long ways off to get Mike Rigel and get him out of bounds. But you're absolutely right. Rigel was close on a couple of occasions earlier of breaking it. He takes this one 79 yards. And interestingly, it's the same area, a right side return where they had contained problems Tulane did before. See him break it to the outside. That's what he did in the first half. Almost broke one then, almost broke this one now.
There's a Tulane player down right around midfield. Rigel, a freshman out of Tacoma, Washington. He was a high school teammate of backup quarterback Drew Miller at Lakes High School in the Tacoma area, just south of Seattle. Immediately following this AXA Equitable Liberty Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. The Georgia Bulldogs, Chris Selfo's old team, number 19 against number 12 Virginia. Charlie Steiner and Todd Christensen. Todd's probably not too happy right now, watching his BYU Cougars get trounced.
I have a feeling Todd will get over it. He's got a pretty good ball game coming up right there.
I suspect you're correct. Someone in programming apparently is attending the game. Rod, you brought up the point, and it begs some more conversation. Tulane, a perfect 12-0 season. You go back to 1984, BYU won a national championship. As you look at TCU on top of USC. That 1984 season is one that a lot of people have compared to this Tulane season. Federick, the pump fake with time. Man open, dropped it, margin hooks. And that's the way it's gone for Brigham Young.
Well, just about every phase of the game has fallen apart for BYU now. They've had penalties. They haven't protected the quarterback. They've given up big plays. They've given up third and short. And now they drop sure touchdown passes. Margin hooks wide open. Federick did a nice job of pump faking to get hooks open. And that ball was right on the money.
Ouch. Will Snowden straight ahead to the 18.
You see, I told you it wasn't the flu bug going around that was getting Lavelle Edwards.
No. Indeed. That man right there, Robbie Bosco.
He looks sick too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He was the quarterback on that 84 team. He's now the quarterback coach. A team which got to #1 late in the season by beating Utah. They beat Michigan in the Holiday Bowl. Bosco had a sprained ankle early in that game and limped through the entire contest. Federick on 3rd down. Throwing low and incomplete.
And a good thing he did throw low. There were 3 green shirts out there, led by Alfonso Roundtree. And had that ball been in the air, it would have been picked off. That was one of the few times Federick really made a bad read. He really should have gone to the other side of the field. But he's been under such duress this afternoon, it's not surprising.
BYU trying to dial a score. Federick, Aaron Cupp, he's got room. He's in, touchdown, Brigham Young, 18 yards.
A very nice job by Aaron Cupp, who was blocking on the play and then released his man and caught the pass. And no one accounts for that back who gives up his block at that point. And just watch to the right side of the screen. There you see Cupp as he takes on the block and then lets his man go. And there is no one to guard him once he lets go of his blocking responsibility.
Preparing to attempt the point after, number 27, Owen Potchman.
Potchman trying to bring BYU back within 3 scores. And he does. For the Cougars, probably too little too late.
We first talked on the phone 6.5 hours right into the early morning. We did that for some time, then we met.
And we just saw each other and instant connection. Snap.
Everything we do together is fun. Building the store together was a blast. There's this part of my life now that felt like she should have been there the whole time. And now it doesn't matter about the past. She's here now. So we're gonna hit it full force.
See how it feels to be matched based on compatibility. Log on and review your matches for free. eHarmony.com.
Ever wish you had sonic hearing? Well, now you can with the amazing Silver Sonic XL from Bell & Howell. Now you can easily hear sounds that other people can't, and even hear conversations from clear across the room.
John is a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's enjoying his surprise party.
The sleek, ergonomically designed Silver Sonic XL is lightweight and small, just like a cell phone ear adapter. Its flexible ear mount easily adjusts to fit all ear shapes and sizes, and the molded ear tip lets it fit you comfortably. And because it resembles a cell phone ear adapter, no one will ever know that you have sonic hearing. Now you can sit in the balcony and hear the orchestra like you're sitting in the front row. Keep track of your kids while they play in the park, and even hear the doorbell when you're working in the backyard. You'll be amazed at how clear and vibrant every sound is. The Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL picks up and amplifies sounds from up to 30 yards away. You can watch TV without turning up the volume, and even watch in bed without disturbing others. Your Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL amplifies sounds up to 50 decibels. There's a high and low switch to vary the sound intensity, and a volume control so you can set just the level you want. With the Silver Sonic XL, you might even hear things that may pleasantly surprise you.
Her body is amazing. I wish I could look like that.
Through this exclusive TV-only offer, the Bell & Howell Silver Sonic XL is yours for only $19.95. And just listen to this. When you call, be sure to ask about our deluxe model upgrade that's fully rechargeable and comes with its own charger, so you'll never have to buy another battery again. Get Silver Sonic XL now and start hearing things you've never heard before. Call now.
To order your Silver Sonic XL, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-437-7900 or send $19.95 plus shipping and handling to Silver Sonic XL, P.O. Box 13184, Bridgeport, Connecticut. But for quicker service, call 1-800-437-7900.
Celebrate the 50th anniversary of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl by choosing its finest moment. Go to ESPN.com, search AutoZone, and relive the greatest moments in AutoZone Liberty Bowl history. Then vote for your favorite and enter for your chance to win AutoZone's ultimate Liberty Bowl New Year's Eve trip, where you'll ring in 2009 in the Big Apple, tour the ESPN studios, then fly to Memphis to attend the AutoZone Liberty Bowl game. See the AutoZone Liberty Bowl live on ESPN January 2nd.
Find out when the final Week 7 store as the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
Tulane 41, BYU 20. Rich Waltz, Rod Gilmore, Holly Rowe back in Memphis. BYU is down 3 scores. Rod, it doesn't look like they're lined up for an onside kick.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised about that. It seems to me you go ahead and take your shot with 8 minutes to go here, down by 3 scores. You need to get the ball back. Tulane is certainly thinking onside kick.
And Potchman simply boots it away. Wilson at the 7. And he's cut down to the 18-yard line. When he was at Marshall, Jim Donnan had a nice run. He had an assistant named Chris Selfo. He took the job at Georgia. He brought Selfo along with him, but he lost him about 3 weeks ago when he took the head coaching job at Tulane. Youngest head coach. He played at Northeast Louisiana, so he's a guy that feels comfortable at Tulane.
Plans to be here a long time. All he wanted for Christmas was a head coaching job. He got a pretty good one at a pretty good place where the team is undefeated.
Down goes Converse. Chris Hoke made the stop.
Well, the problem for Tulane, if there is a problem, is that when you run a wide open attack as they do, it's hard to run the ball in the fourth quarter because they don't normally do it. They don't have a tight end and a fullback where they line up and they power you. They don't have the size to do it, so they really can't run the clock out.
Despite the no huddle, you can see Shaun King very deliberate. Although he left 12 seconds on the play clock. And he's caught in the backfield.
Well, there you see it. I mean, ideally, you like to be able to line up, turn around, hand off the ball, and run 2, 3, 4 minutes off the clock. Even if you kick it, you don't care because you're up by 21 points. But Tulane really can't do that. It's just not in their offense. They don't have that capability because they don't have the personnel for it.
Rod, I'm surprised they left so much time on the play clock.
I am too. But this is their style of play. They don't go get in the huddle. They should stand at the line of scrimmage, and they ought to bleed it down to the last 3, 4 seconds as they're doing now.
Yeah, there were 12 seconds on the clock the last time. I think they're going to burn a timeout.
Wow. You know, if they're trying to leave the door open, they're doing it.
Good point. We'll return to Memphis after this.
ESPN, your NBA destination. Tonight, rising young superstars collide when Brandon Roy leads the Blazers against Michael Beasley and the Heat. Then, the Rockets' big three of McGrady, Yao Ming, and Ron Artest fly into Phoenix to take on Nash, Shaq, Stoudemire, and the Suns. NBA Wednesday doubleheader, Blazers Heat and Rockets Suns. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Monday, a duel between two young guns. Brady Quinn looks to lead the Browns back into contention, while Trent Edwards is out to rally the Bills back to their winning ways. ESPN Monday Night Football, Browns-Bills at 8:30.
Does bundling really save you money on your phone bill? You could be paying up to $45 a month with these guys. Get Vonage and pay just $24.99 every month. With unlimited local and long distance to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. And only Vonage gives you free calls to 5 European countries. Get the home phone service that really saves you money. Sign up now and get the first month free.
Call 1-877-4VONAGE or go online to Vonage.com today.
In the history of sports, B means a lot of things, but this B borders on unbelievable because only the best of the best of the best can go back to back to back. The chase for the Sprint Cup concludes Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
In a season full of surprises, find out what the final Week 7 stores. The fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
New discoveries can be found anywhere. In places that are familiar or totally unexplored. At the ends of the earth. Or beyond. And for 1 week, you'll find them here. One great discovery after another. Expedition Week. 7 nights, starting Sunday at 9. Only on National Geographic. Channel 276.
The day his family died.
God be with you, Frank.
Was the day Frank Castle was reborn as the Punisher.
I'd like to get my hands on God.
He ain't the only one can take the law into his own hands.
Ray Stevenson. Dominic West. Punisher Warzone.
This is just the beginning.
Rated R. In theaters everywhere, December 5th.
Shaun King of Tulane on top 41-20. We asked him yesterday his thoughts on being snubbed by the Bowl Championship Series.
Shame on you, BCS. What's it? We can't control that. I mean, everybody says our schedule was soft, but I mean, we didn't make the schedule. We just went out and played the game. So if we win the last game, we will be fine. I mean, regardless whether the AP or the coaches, they pick us. I mean, if we're 12-0, then I mean, they can't take that from us.
He's right about that. 3rd down, going deep. down interference. Rob Warkup on the coverage. The ball hit him between the 2 and the 8. The problem was it was the 2 and the 8 on his back. Huh.
Shaun King continues to make plays. He's been responsible for 378 yards of total offense today. 14 rushes, 36 pass attempts. 110 yards on the ground, 268 in the air.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
The indication from the referee, pass interference against Brigham Young.
Here's the end of the play. And Warkup had no idea where the ball was. Rob Warkup never looked back, couldn't find it, and he got flagged. You have to turn your head around, Rich, and find the ball to avoid the penalty.
Ifo Pili made the stop for BYU on Tony Converse.
You see, the Tulane running game is designed to simply be a change of pace. You know, they stick it in there every now and then. They hope to pop some things, but they can't line up and run the ball. And that really hurts them late in the game when you want to finish off a team and protect the lead.
Quick throw, and a catch by JaJuan Dawson. Down below, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Chris Selfo had a fast pace once he found out he was the head coach of Tulane. He got a call about 1:30 in the morning. He hurried and called his recruits that he was recruiting for Georgia. He had a staff meeting at 7. He met with the players at 8. The one critical thing he forgot to do, call his wife Nancy and say, honey, we're moving. I don't know if he'll live that one down for a long time.
I think she heard about it on news reports.
Yeah, he's in trouble. You know, he had to give her one heck of a Christmas present.
Well, this isn't a bad stocking stuffer right here. Adrian Burnett, Dirk Stevenson made the stop on 3rd down, and now Tulane's going to have to punt the football. Though BYU, with that pass interference call, has lost about 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, it may never be this good for Chris Selfo again. An undefeated season in his first game, he takes Tulane to a perfect season and a bowl win.
Aaron Roderick. Out to the 29-yard line. Immediately following the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. As we've got Virginia and Georgia waiting. Here in Memphis today, after Brigham Young put the first points on the board, the Tulane Green Wave has come out and shown the country they deserve the recognition. And Shaun King has sparkled.
Well, maybe it wasn't so much who was coaching the team as who was quarterbacking the team.
That's why it may never be as good for Chris Selfo as it is right now. He's got to replace Shaun King. Federick throws short to the 39-yard line.
You're right, Selfo will have to replace Shaun King, but he will have a number of players back on offense. He loses only 3 seniors off the starters. And he'll have his entire defense back except for 1 senior.
Kalani Sitake with the catch. They'll stop the clock and move the chains. BYU in their hurry-up mode right now. Total yardage, a wipeout. Rigel to the 41-yard line. Clock continues to roll. It's a gain of 7.
I think Mike Rigel has been the most exciting player on the BYU team today. I mean, what he's done on special teams has been phenomenal, almost breaking 2 touchdown runs. And he's been a good receiver for them, showing you his quickness and much needed speed for BYU.
220 yards on 6 kickoff returns for Rigel. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down. Charlie Steiner and Todd Christensen standing by for the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl from Atlanta.
And there are some exciting football players on display in that game tonight.
Oh, let me tell you about Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey. No longer a poor man's Chuck Woodson, huh? He's right up there now.
BYU taking the short stuff. Aaron Cupp, the catch. He's short of the 1st down, Rod. It's 4th down.
BYU will obviously go for it here. They need to do this simply out of pride. You know, they haven't played well. They want to get another score. They want to make it look a little bit more respectable. So they're hurrying up and going for it on 4th down.
Junior Mahe gets it. It'll stop the clock. 1st down BYU. Phil Henderson made the stop. The Cougars will open their season next year at home against Washington, who will have a new head coach.
It is a 1st down for the Cougars.
Jim Lambright let go yesterday.
And not just Lambright, that entire staff at Washington was let go.
Frederick Sitake lost the football. It's picked up. Ben Horton's got it at the 16-yard line. Noel Ellis made the hit, which knocked the ball loose.
Well, Ben Horton will be back next year. He caught a touchdown pass in the 1st quarter. He's only a sophomore. One senior will leave the BYU offense. And watch the end of the play here. Watch Horton, who's just working very hard at the end to come in and recover this ball. He could have given up on this thing, but Ben Horton got in there.
Frederick, his throw is incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Tulane's schedule, knocked this year, improves next year, Rod. They've got Syracuse on the road, Ole Miss on the road, and they've got Southern Miss, obviously, in Conference USA.
Well, it's too bad you didn't have Tulane and Syracuse this year. Would have been nice to see Shaun King and Donovan McNabb on the same field.
Second down and 10. Rigel in motion. Frederick going to run for it. Inside the 5, he's got a 1st down. Cedric Clemens, the stop.
Really surprising to see the yapping being done by BYU players. You know, 4 personal fouls today, and Frederick almost got another one there, yapping at the end of his run.
Mahe to the 3. And the clock will continue to run. Kevin Frederick will be back next year. Junior Mahe will be back as well for Brigham Young.
2nd down.
And they'll be part of a new conference.
The Mountain West. Mahe in, touchdown BYU with 1.5 minutes left. And now I would expect some sort of an onside kick after this extra point.
Well, if there isn't an onside kick, somebody's going to have some explaining to do.
Preparing to attempt the point after, number 27, Owen Potchman.
In the 1990s, perfection has been elusive for a lot of programs. Tulane is about to achieve it. All but the 94 Penn State team shared in a championship.
Tulane, 12-0, and can you really fairly say, forget about them?
Well, in this day and age of the Bowl Championship Series, computers and polls, you know, one big difference between what BYU accomplished in '84 and what Tulane has accomplished here, Brigham Young had a quality win in '84. They went on the road early in the season, and they beat the #3 team in the country, Pittsburgh.
You know, but I don't care about all that. I mean, you line up and you play 12 games, you win them all. You need to have somebody show you on the field that you're not that good.
Now, you've been lobbying and telling me all year long you're not in for a playoff system. Wouldn't a playoff system accomplish that?
A playoff system would, and the only way I could see one making sense would be that if you limited it to like 4 teams and you did it with maybe the 4 major bowls or so. That way you don't wind up extending the season very much. You don't have to worry about sliding certain teams. And I think it only works if you automatically include any undefeated team.
BYU would have fit that bill back in '84.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a playoff system this year, you have Tennessee in there, you have Tulane in there, and then if you want to use some formula to pick 2 more, who cares? I mean, all those other teams will have lost a game. Use a formula. But if you win them all, you ought to be able to be in the playoffs.
Here's the onside kick we ordered. It goes 10, and Tulane has it. And so this thing is over.
You know, the one thing that Tulane had to deal with this year that BYU didn't have back in '84 was the BCS, the Bowl Championship Series rating.
I think BYU in '84 probably would have been near the top because they were #1 in both polls. Shaun King and Tulane putting the finishing touches on a Liberty Bowl win. Converse to the 43. This thing's over. Rod Gilmore, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you at the Shrine game.
You got it, buddy. A lot of fun this year.
Chris Selfo has got himself a Liberty Bowl win, but he told us it's not for me, it's for the players. And Tulane has done it.
The ball spotted at the 44-yard line, 2nd down and about 9 yards to go.
This ESPN Classic program is presented by the Auto Parts experts at AutoZone. Get in the zone.
As the fight for a championship intensifies. Saturday night football on ABC. Boston College, Florida State, or Oklahoma State, Colorado. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
Shaun King. Converse to the 35.
That's going to take him up around 100 yards for the afternoon. Tony Converse, one of the players who considered transferring after Bowden left and Selfo came on board. Wasn't sure he wanted to be a part of the team any longer. But in the last couple of weeks, he's changed his mind. He had a big game today.
The Liberty Bowl, which in its 40 years has housed an awful lot of football. And here today, a team from Conference USA, the Green Wave of Tulane. Chris Selfo, 35 years of age. And in the rest of his coaching career, Rod Gilmore, he definitely will remember this day.
He started it off the right way, and he had to restrain himself. He had to allow the assistant coaches to coach it the way they have all season long and let the players play it and listen to folks and not try to put his stamp on this program just yet. It takes a lot of maturity to do that.
Converse outside, stays inbounds, and picks up the first down. A Cajun twist on the green wave. Put a 12 up there now.
It is first down, 10 yards to go at the 30-yard
That's one happy new head coach. You know, but we didn't see him get a Gatorade bath.
And I'm sure an even happier assistant coach in Rich Rodriguez and Rick Smith.
Absolutely.
Selfo and his brother Frank.
The quarterback, number 10, Shaun King, down on one knee.
A Liberty Bowl championship and a perfect 12-0 season. One more play to go. This one is officially in the books. Lavelle Edwards finishing his 27th year. Chris Selfo finishing his very first game. And the Green Wave, a 12-0 season. They will head back to New Orleans. Perfection in their pockets. For Holly Rowe and Rod Gilmore, I'm Rich Waltz. Tulane is 12-0. The King is alive and well in Memphis. See ya from Memphis.
White is vulnerable. It's a little less exciting. He doesn't press for the knockout the same way, a little less exciting, but just effective enough to never really be in too deep against a guy like Salido. I guess I was wishing for more. You see moments of brilliance from Gamboa, like we've seen moments of brilliance from Devin Alexander recently. But what we're really looking for in boxing is a fighter other than Pacquiao and Mayweather when he fights, who can give us sustained brilliance. Paul Williams and Sergio Martinez deserve mention there too. Really sustained brilliance, and I didn't see that here tonight. The star of the night was Brandon Rios, Bob. He gave fans something to cheer about, and I can't wait to see him again.
Well, Brandon Rios, who got his life turned around, he was on the road to nowhere, recently got married, and all that hard work paid off. And you hope, too, for a kid like Anthony Peterson, that he can rebound from this, his first professional loss, because as we illustrated at the top of the show, obviously an amazing story, but a wild night here in Las Vegas, and maybe one of the reasons why Gamboa doesn't want to take all those chances. Max, now he's been down 5 times in 19 professional fights. Well, if you missed any of tonight's telecast, you can catch